100%.
What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to your evening dose. We're going to do this a little bit later, but as you lot are aware, the news is starting to build. The momentum is starting to build surrounding the future of Oli at the moment. The talks about Antonio Conte are intensifying. It feels like something's happening. We're going to go through the facts, the hearsays, the rumors, the feelings, the energy, and on top of that, still really breaking down what's happened yesterday. But there's a hell of a lot to get into. Full view settings. Big up DJ, big up KG, big up Owen. Owen was on Sky Sports earlier talking the real stuff, to be honest. Big up to Owen. I thought he spoke really well there, and it just shows that, do you know what I mean, how big of a deal what's going on right now is. Do you know what I mean? But I thought you spoke really well, and we're going to get into it even more here. I know, Owen, you've got some quotes from today. KG, you've got some thoughts from today. We're going to get into it. I mean, I think the first place to start is this? You said earlier, Owen, on Sky, this is the beginning of the end. This is the end game. Is it happening now? Do you feel like is it picking up steam? Is this it? And is it going to be Conte? Is this happening?
I think Conte, maybe that's another discussion, but Solskjaer's future, I think, is coming to an end. We are in the end game now. It's weird how these things kind of work out, in the sense that, and we spoke about this off air, that when you don't hear anything the day after, that's when the silence is really deafening. Because we saw what happened after we lost to Leicester. We saw what happened when we lost to Aston Villa. You get this response. There's a response from the club. There's a response that the club say to journalists. There's a response from the players. They come out and they say, disappointing, we go again. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's backed. They like him. They believe in him. They believe in him. They believe in his coaches. They believe in his philosophy, whatever that may be. We just didn't hear anything. I think maybe Ronaldo put out something. I think maybe De Gea put out something. That was about it. That was about it. And as the days gone on, we then start to hear, okay, there might be conversations, or there are concerns. Now it's coming out the players don't believe in Oli tactically anymore. Now it's coming out that the players were baffled that he picked the same starting 11 against Atalanta.
Yeah,
now it's coming out saying that
coming out, like it's all coming out.
Everything coming out, and it's saying that they're confused why he wants to have a big squad, and yet he's freezing out players like Donny van der Beek and Eric Bailly, etc., etc., etc. Then you're hearing discussions that Richard Arnold's basically gone, what meetings do I have today? Get rid of them all. I've got to have conversations with the Glazers. And then now we're at a point where apparently those conversations between Ed Woodward, the Glazers, Arnold are happening essentially as we speak at this point in time. And now we're getting to those discussions of, now it's turning the focus of not just is Oli going to leave, but who's the next man going to be? And it seems like the discussion point is Conte now. That's still relatively, still quite divisive, I think, from some people, whether or not he's the right man. But if we're already talking about Antonio Conte, whether or not he's the right man, that would imply Solskjaer, it's coming to an end.
This silence, KG, like, you know what it's like when you get the domestic journalists. You know, you'll get your Manchester Evening News, you'll get your Telegraph, you'll get your Athletic, etc. You know, Owen touched on it there. After the Leicester game, the briefing was clear. You know, the people within the club got onto the domestic journalists and said, listen, well, he's going nowhere. Everything's fine. We're trusting, in inverted commas, the process is going to take time. People this time, it's almost like ringing Man United for comment. Hello, we need some comment from yesterday. No, we refuse to comment. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Silence is deafening, as they say. What are you saying? The fact we're not really hearing anything from the club, and then all these journalists who, let's face it, are very close to the club. Samuel Luckhurst is a very reputable in-house kind of, he doesn't really get on stuff unless it's there. When it's transfer season, these guys are usually late to the party with Sancho. They're late to the party with the Varane, because they really make sure from the club that it's not like a Fabrizio thing from abroad where it's this, that, and the other. They get the stuff from the club. He's saying, Luckhurst is saying, Man United are considering Antonio Conte. They are considering sacking Ole Gunnar. This is happening at the moment, the consideration. How do you feel, and where are you at with it?
You know, I still haven't got over yesterday, if I'm being honest with you.
Of course not. Of course not.
I'm being firmly honest with you. Yesterday was a madness. Do you know what I mean? I think the anger was kicking in late, like today, you know, when we had the drive, and as I said, I've been saying it since. It felt like I was in a car crash, bro. And as I said, I liken it to when the paramedic comes over and is like, "Mate, you've been in a crash. You're gonna be okay." Do you know what I mean? But now,
you're like, what happened?
What happened? You're in a daze, right? Because I'm telling you, in that game, I was numb, fam. I was numb. I was watching the I just remember sitting in the stands, and I remember I was not in the stands alone at first, and it was clear, bro. When I tell you, like, the mass exodus at halftime was shocking, but after the fourth goal, literally, like, you know, when I was just standing up all the time saying bye to people. Do you know what I mean? Then it's
calling
like,
me.
yeah, I called you.
Just quickly, KG, just quickly, because I had a lot of super chats. Hold that. Ansab says, I will back the new manager like I did Ollie. All the fans who diss our manager for likes can do one. Respect to United View, genuine real fans. Big up to Ansab. Thanks for the comment there. Belly Visual says, I told you about Atlanta, told you about Liverpool, told you about United. We are dead. Let's say it together. KG, Rashford out. And Top Dog says, Ollie fell off the wheel. Tell me, how good does it feel? We no longer have to suffer with McFred or a manager whose tactics are dead. The greatest of English football. Conte, take the call. Wow, they're rewriting the song. And we have to say, if you're just joining us, Ollie hasn't been sacked as it stands. This is, do you know what I mean? We are talking about the news that's been breaking today about the potential of Ollie being sacked and what that would look like. Andy says, I prefer Conte. He'd bring his own staff, plus the team needs defensive structure from the back, and Zidane will probably keep McKenna and Carrick. I don't know if he would. And the last one, KG, before he comes back to you, is Kristen says, if Ollie goes, we shouldn't celebrate it. We say thanks for your service and wish you luck for the future. I like that. I like that. And I like, first of all, I like the bit that says if, and the bit that says, you know, we say thank you. Because look, it's not a matter of, there will be a lot of people saying, thank God, hello, he's done this, he's done that, he's that, he's this. It's gone past that. I'll have my say in a bit anyway, but KG, I'll throw it back to you. Are we done?
Yeah, just
yeah.
And just on that sentiment, like, literally, it's hard because you wake up today, as I said, and you just think of everything that happened, and then you see images of the defense. I don't know if you lot seen the one I posted a little while ago, but it's like Luke Shaw on his own and all the players behind the ref. And it's like, that's the issue. That's one of the problems, you know. You would say that most teams, even if you're not good going forward, defensively should be sound. And I said it feels different at the beginning of the season. Not that different. We don't even defend the same. And that's the same. The killer is the team that played yesterday is the exact same team that you've been playing for forever. Do you know what I mean? Bar Ronaldo. You know, you'd think that's a plus. So yeah, it's mixed feelings. I'm sad. I'm sad to, because if it does go the way it's gonna go, I'm sad to see a legend go like that. But I'm hoping that that's club again. Alan Shearer mashed up. What happened?
Newcastle.
Am I going?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're going a little bit. Yeah, he's out, mate. The AOL dial-up has kicked in, bro. He's used up all his gigabytes. Again. Yeah, bro. He's used up all his gigabytes searching like all the bad stuff that's been happening, looking at all the tweets. He is, and for banter, we're gonna leave him there frozen. We're gonna leave him there frozen.
100%. That's what happens when you use all your 4G walking through Tesco's. That's the issue.
This guy, it couldn't happen to a better guy when it happens. Although we're all hurting, and I've seen him be hurting, so maybe I feel a bit sorry for him. DJ, we'll come to you, bro. We'll leave KG right there. Take it away.
Just frozen that.
Yeah, I'm still sort
of.
I
could take him out, but there's no fun in that. Yeah.
No, keep him there. Keep him there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm still recovering myself, man. We was beaten into submission in that game. Very painful to watch. It was just like torture. You know, first goal goes in after like a couple minutes or so, and you're just thinking, it's going to be one of those days, and then it becomes sort of like a landslide. Liverpool go clear, and I just think that, you know, through like social media, the players have been telling us over the last week or so that, you know, they're not happy in so many words. They've come up with weird comments. You know, De Gea came out, said we play like kids, full stop. Yeah, Pogba said oh, this has been going on for a long time. We just don't know what it is. Like they're telling us without telling us. And I think if Ollie does move on, I hope he moves on and has a successful career as a manager or whatever he decides to do. And that last person that put the super chat in there, right? We do thank him. He has done some positive behind the scenes. He brought United kind of back to now begin and kick on to the next phase. And he should be thanked for that. But yeah, I think the links with Conte, they're getting stronger, growing stronger by the hour. It seems the next 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours, I dare say, are going to be very, very crucial for Manchester United. However, on the Conte thing, and Owen's right, that's probably another conversation. But on the next manager, if there's a next manager that comes in, I think United have to get this one right. They have to get this one right.
I think, as it
2 seconds.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, Flex. I just saw there was just a thing coming out from the Independent just a second ago because I'm like refreshing the Twitter feed every 5 seconds.
Go through some quotes, Owen. What have we got?
Well, no, it's just said in the last couple of minutes that this comes from the Independent that Manchester United players are now openly discussing the possibility of whether a new manager would bring better results and are conscious of the upswing that Chelsea saw after replacing Frank Lampard with Thomas Tuchel. So they're basically saying what we've been saying.
Exactly. And there's another one that says Man United players feel that they're getting unfair criticism for a lack of tactical structure in the team, with a core now open to the idea of managerial change. And now this is another one as well. This is saying, having asked his players to implement a pressing style against Liverpool, a number of players believed the team were not prepared to play in that way because they had not particularly focused on the tactic in training in the days leading up to the game. Another one from James Ducker here from the Telegraph says, a source said that some players were stunned that Solskjaer and his staff decided to field the same team against Liverpool, which had been defensively demolished in the first half against Atalanta. You're getting a whole load
coming out. The floodgates have opened.
I'll be honest. Hold on. Let me get this super chats out as well. Nikhil says, still excitement there within fans. With a new manager, we can go again. We have a phenomenal squad and we can still compete for Champions League and Premier League. Agreed. And Crimson Pizza, big up Crimson Pizza, man. That this person, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, is always on the Twitch streams that we do over at Complex, me and Alexis. So big up Crimson Pizza. There you go. Came to check out the show after watching Flex on Kicking It. There you go. From a Guna, maybe club legends with limited experience don't make the best managers. Yeah, 100%. And big up to Crimson Pizza, man, my American friend. And another one here is from Hanson, and Hanson's just put a super sticker as well, so I appreciate that as well. All the quotes are coming out, KG. I know you're back now. All the quotes are coming out from the players, all the leaks. How much of that do you think is? I think people kind of adding the 10 pence in to really add the fuel, and how much is it like the players these leaks are really coming out now?
They're real, because I thought Yanganga Fyotov, he posted something earlier, and I was like, that's a weird post for him to come out and say. I haven't seen any comments. I'll try and find what he posted. Yanganga Fyotov. Here you go. He posted this. He goes, it's important to you. There you go. The process around the manager not winning enough games. Wait, the process around the manager not winning enough games, we all know. But let's not forget all the Manchester United players who are now standing scared behind their mummy skirt, afraid to be revealed. So clearly there was quotes in the ether. I think Man United, once again, who's that guy that's really close to the club? What's his name? Samuel Luckhurst. He's probably the main correspondent, and he's definitely been briefed. He's like, put something out there. Let's just see what happens. Let's see the backlash. Let's see what happens. Because the quotes, all these men have known these quotes. And have you noticed they have put it out there, and now it's ramping into speed, and you're now hearing from this player and this player. But even though, irregardless, like, we have to take away, at this moment, we have to take away sentiment. That's the main thing we have to take away. Ollie is a legend. Alan Shearer done a madness with Newcastle. I swear they got relegated. Yeah.
But he wasn't there long. But I
know he wasn't him alone.
End of the season.
He got relegated in the season, whatever. So have you. But he tried to manage Newcastle. He wasn't a good manager. Hasn't probably gone back into management again. However, whenever we play Newcastle, they sing the Alan Shearer song. Do you know what I mean? So can still be seen as a legend. So let's not, his legendary status and winning us the treble doesn't go anywhere. That's cemented in time. He's part of the squad that won silverware. But what happened yesterday can't happen. That's the bottom line. Like, so we have to put down sentiment, because a lot of people are now like, Ollie shouldn't be sacked. Guys, we're talking about Ollie's doing fine. His family's not going to be cold. He will get paid off. He tried something and he got to manage with the biggest clubs in the world. He got to live the dream. Yes, it only happened for two years, but 2 years longer than a lot of other managers in this game. Do you know what I mean? You came and managed your club and you had some amazing days and some really dark ones. Do you know what I mean? As an experience, an amazing experience. And what he has done is he's built the foundation that he's put in. Fantastic. Literally, like, we're smiling. Our club is viable, and managers want to manage us now because of the work that he's put in. But that's where it has to stop. What he did yesterday is still, you can't, just because we feel sorry for him doesn't mean the facts are still remaining. The facts is Ollie fielded a team that was piss poor against Atalanta, and he fielded them again. And if I'm one of the players in the dressing room
against one of the best teams in the world, if not the
one of the best teams in the world, and there was no plan. There was
the best player in the world.
There was not a single plan for how we was going to approach the game. And what the most devastating thing is, to Sky Sports pundits, I've never seen pundits laugh before a Man United game before. Usually you should be on edge. You should be worried. Souness and Carragher, they were laughing at Gary Neville before a ball was kicked, which shows you they weren't just normal confident. They was overly confident. It's pretty much like me and you in the car, but they had stuff to back up their confidence. You know what I mean? And that is the shame. That is the travesty. And seeing images of Ferguson, looking like what happened to the great club that I built, that's sackable. That is a sackable offense. So I understand it. I get the emotion, but we have to take away sentiment and we have to look at this thing properly. Yesterday was an embarrassment. Yesterday was a disgrace. Yesterday should never have happened under a Man United. Like, under any management that allows that to happen has to be looked at. That is a criminal for 4-0 up, bro. We've leaked 11 goals. That's what we did. 11 goals. I don't want anyone to try and change the narrative, and I get we feel sorry. We're not talking about Ollie the player. We're talking about Ollie the manager. Yesterday was wrong, period. But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
I want to challenge this narrative as well. Sorry, just 2 seconds. That United aren't a sacking club. I've heard that as well quite a lot recently. United aren't a sacking side. We don't sack people. Do you know, it's literally Sir Alex and Matt Busby are two greatest managers of all time. They both managed Manchester United 20 plus years. That's true. But if you look in between those reigns, after Sir Matt Busby, you had people that were there for like 9 months. Matt Busby had to come back. You had another guy there 5 years. Ron Atkinson, 5 years. So this idea that historically, United on a sacking side, it's kind of like feeling that United's history just it began with Ferguson. You know what I mean? Because if you look throughout history, we're like any other club in that sense of, if things aren't working out, you have to find the right guy, and that's it. And I agree with KG. I don't think we can sit on sentiment and say that, we're not going to let him go because one, he's a club legend, or two, we don't sack people here. And the precedent's already been set by this board anyway.
There you go. And just to back you on what you're saying, David Moyes, 51 managers after 51 games, right? Louis van Gaal, and I don't remember David Moyes winning the trophy. Does anyone remember what did David Moyes win?
Community Shield.
It don't count.
Wow, that's a mad one. There you go. Louis van Gaal, 103 matches, 1 trophy. Jose Mourinho, 104 matches, 3 trophies. So Solskjaer, we spent the most money on, 151 matches, 0 trophies, and it looked like we were going backwards yesterday. What we talking about?
My thing I wanted to touch on was some of Ollie's comments yesterday, and Alex E kind of brought it to the fruition here actually in a super chat. It was actually my next thing on the agenda to talk about. And Ollie said, we're so close, and we're at rock bottom in the same press conference. Another addition to the list of Ollie's lies needs to get sacked. I wouldn't put it that way in terms of another one of his lies, because this is his feeling. But when you are in a rut and you are in your dream job, delusion sets in. And I don't mean this in a rude way. Do I still think that Ollie is sitting there backing himself to turn this around? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And essentially, I suppose if you're doing anything in life and you're continuing to do anything in life, the moment you stop thinking you are the man, you should just walk out the door. Do you know what I mean? So I don't expect Ollie to.
News from Fabrizio Romano as well. And Antonio Conte will be 100% ready to manage Man United. He respects them as a legendary club. If United approach Conte, he will accept. Fabrizio Romano about like 50 minutes ago.
There you go. There you go. I think what is before I carry on, I think what we are getting here is the overwhelming, culmination to we know what's coming here. We know what's coming. Like Owen said, like many of you guys know, it's when is this change going to be made? And on top of that, who is going to take charge? But also, we do actually have to think of as well. And this is not me defending, Ollie or anything like that and saying he should stay. But think about it like this. You have to remember that this club, the board, completely, wholeheartedly, not just after Leicester, just before that, backed Ollie until all of the cows come home. Like, unreserved backing. I don't mean by the transfer window, because that's one way of showing it without actually saying it. The contract was there. And I did say, when everyone went into meltdown about that contract, at the end of the day, results determine what really, really happens in it. It doesn't matter. You can sign a 6-year contract. I think Alan Pardew signed a 6-year contract at flipping Newcastle. Doesn't matter. Get sacked. Like, it happens, yeah? But what I will say is that the club obviously clearly wanted to back it, and they had no inkling when they're doing that this could go to shit within 3 weeks of that. No inkling. Then they give Phelan his new deal. Yeah? That's another way of saying, Solskjaer, we are here for you. Phelan, we believe in you. Keep going. They had no inkling within 3 weeks that's going to turn to shit. They're already working on McCarrick and McKenna's new deals. We were getting vibes of that. That did get put on hold. But what this culminates to, what I'm getting at here is they did not think that after Liverpool would get battered so bad that a managerial change would be needed in the instant game after, to where they're really going, we can't even wait till Spurs. We can't even wait till the international break to really get this done. But at the same time, shit, who the hell is going to take care of the club if we sack Ollie now, today? McKenna, Phelan, Carrick? No. The guy who's the under-23s guy now? No. Now it's Fletcher is being proposed at that. What are we going to do? Ring Rio, Evra, and flipping Scholes and say, yo, hold this down just until we get... You know what I mean? They need a seamless transition. So that's why I think all this is building up. That's why I think maybe it might not happen tonight. It does feel like it's imminent. But they need to have some serious, things in place with the actual manager they're going to get. Yes, it's going to be easier just to give it to Fletcher for a couple of games or something like that, just to get to the international break, maybe.
Look at them.
What?
Man.
Give it to Bruno and Rashford.
No,
right. I thought you meant.
Look at them, man. That's the reality.
100%.
That's the reality.
Did you see the Sir Alex one? That was the most heartbreaking thing I think I've ever seen. Him sitting in there and watching a club that he has, again, it was a sleeping giant when he took it over because of Sir Matt Busby's era. And then in the interim, you had all of these managers that couldn't follow him. He, over 20 plus years, built it back up. And he's sitting there in the stands, puffing out his cheeks, being like, 5-0 against Liverpool at Old Trafford. At Old Trafford, and looking at people leaving, and at the very minimum, I mentioned this earlier. At the very minimum, you would have just been happy just to see some kind of fight, and it was such like a rollover and show your belly performance.
That was it.
And just quickly, before you guys carry on, just quickly, you look at a lot of big accounts on Twitter, some in the know accounts, and just certain vibes. There's people putting out little. Someone just put out a little 6 p.m. question mark, quite a big account. There's other people kind of saying it's happened. I'll be surprised if he manages against Spurs. There's things happening, big things happening where this is imminent. It'll be interesting to see what the plan is, because like DJ said, Man United got to get this right. One thing is moving on from Ollie. I agree. But the damage still needs to be limited. and a plan still needs to be in effect. One, you can't just. I'm not saying that this is wrong and Ollie should stay.
McKenna, Carrick, and all that. You don't want to be like,
Bro,
oh, it's going to get rid of Ollie. You know what I mean?
Like if Ollie goes. 100%. They said they're quoting Owen on Sky Sports. Owen's thing is just replaying. They are going in.
Owen's going in. Yeah. Is Owen gonna start acting like Flex and just?
I don't know, mate. Owen changed. I tried to ring Owen after we went on Sky Sports. Couldn't even get through. Temporarily.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look,
that's
Flex.
it.
I told you before off the air. Talk to my agent. I told you that.
Yeah.
You know, he's changed.
Owen,
listen,
yeah.
You know what? Flex, you're actually moving like a feeder club, you know, because I came on here, BET fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Owen, straight to Sky, bro. Listen, DJ, where do you want to go, fam?
Yeah, 100%. No, but do you know what I will say? Do you know what I did? Do you know what though? I love that. I think that people should be able, you know, you get exposed to opportunities and things happen. That's right. Called growth, man. I want my people to grow.
Bruv. So what? You just got bare Jude Bellinghams over here, bruv. DJ's the next Bellingham right now.
Do you know what I mean? DJ's gonna be the next one. DJ's gonna be the next one.
On a real though, DJ, like we ain't spoken since the game because we need to talk about the game.
100%.
It's gonna be like the Sunday show, really, that we do. What's your thoughts, bro? Like, what's going through your mind right now? Take away, because we can't. Man, them are gonna get caught up in feeling sorry for someone. And I love Ollie, but we have to remove that right now. Take away all sentiment. How are you feeling about yesterday's game? How do you feel about the result? Are you surprised that we're here?
I'm not surprised. I think, you know, I jumped off sort of like the Ollie in. If we're going to talk about Ollie and Ollie outs and stuff, I don't think it's about that, but just into reference, I jumped off the Ollie in bandwagon, a month ago, 2 months ago now. Can't remember exactly when it was, because I could see definitely where this was going. And I said a long time ago, it's not going to get any better than this. You can tell when a man sort of like at the end of his powers, and he did some good stuff, as we've all kind of spoken about. But yesterday's game, for me, it was a cardinal sin. As a Manchester United manager, you do not lose. It should be in the club rules and the ethos. You do not lose to Liverpool 5-0 at home, especially with one of the best players in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, and the squad that we have assembled. Fair enough if we still had like Pereira and Dan James and Matter, and not to disrespect those players, fair enough if we still were fielding a team like that and we got beat 5-0, you'd kind of understand to an extent, but not when you've got the caliber of players that we have on that pitch. They should have never come to Old Trafford. They should have never scored 5 goals past us. And even when it hit 2-0, you know, he should have gone into damage limitation then, because by that point, the game is gone. We're not facing Atalanta where we can score 3 goals. They're not the same team. It's a different level, different caliber of opponent. So I didn't think he managed to change with what was going on. Yeah, the ship was sinking. You just made it really bad though, Ollie. Like it got embarrassing. And, you know, I was hearing from multiple people that people were leaving the stadium. Like it didn't even get to 5-0, people were leaving the stadium. Like, how can we say, and I was saying this on the match reaction, you know, people have traveled all over the world, some people all over the world, some people all over the country to come to Manchester United, to come to Old Trafford, to watch one of the biggest games in English football, and to see Manchester United lose 5-0. 5-0 is a cardinal sin. Like, you're right, it is a sackable offence. However, I want to make it clear that, you know, if Ollie does go, he goes with our blessing, because he did some good stuff. And it's not to say it was all doom and gloom in his tenure. Do you know what I mean? He did some good stuff, but he's just come to the end of his powers now. We need someone else to kick on and go forward, and that's okay. Do you know what I mean? That's all right for that to happen. Change is good. I think we all need a change.
There's some super chats here. Gemma Lamont says, saw KG and Flex at OT before the game, deep in convo, so didn't want to disturb. Sorry about that, Gemma.
Sorry, man.
Come and say hello. Come say hey, man. We always like to meet people. Keep up the great content. I'm sad for Ollie, but he's hit his ceiling. Definitely, yeah.
And it should be that. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's hit his ceiling. Ace Greenway says, doubts from players started to surface over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's selection with the inclusion of Dan James in 2 of their first. Yeah, I saw that earlier. 2 of their first 3 games this season. Then he was sold straight away. That's from Samuel Luckhurst from MEN. I'm Ollie out, but these leaks stink and are foul. Yeah, it's crazy how they're all just, you know, really coming out now. And Belly Visual says, on a serious note, I can talk to Evra. He lives a few corners from me. Even Ian Wright and that Matt Hancock used to also live. I don't know if Belly Visual's winding us up. Yeah, he's winding us up there. And Sheldon says, is it Ollie out with a heavy heart? It come to a point where we are pushing for a legend to get sacked. Shouldn't he resign with some dignity? Like I said earlier, like he's not going to walk away from his dream job and from the club that he loves. You know, Sir Alex Ferguson Chapman, Sir Alex, basically parody account saying your job is to stand by your manager. Just being ironic.
Remember when he said that about Moyes?
Yeah, he did. But and just in general, obviously, whoever it was going to be. And look, a lot of people are putting in the comments, you know, he's been sacked. It's happened. There's a lot of serious rumors online since we've even gone live in the last half an hour. It's rife. It's rife with it's happened already. A couple of people that I know are putting it. Belly Visual says, for real, I'm from Kensal Rise. I used to live in Kensal Rise. Shout out to the Northwest 10 crew. Yeah, but I doubt those people, you know, live where you're saying. Some other people are saying, like I said, 6 p.m. it's going to get announced. Another super chat here from Tox says, Sir Alex was almost about to cry. It drove me insane. Yeah, you saw the look in his face, and it just
sad with that, man.
It just made it.
Not one of our, and then Kenny Dalglish smiling and laughing, bro.
Of course,
bro. No, man, no.
It's good. Lil Yo says, lads, I tried backing Ollie for ages, but he hasn't developed a style of play and a manner of defeat. Done it for me. He has to go Ollie out. I think also there's a case, right? Not a case. This is why I think the people who are still clinging on to, but he's my manager, back it. Sometimes, like, you have to just say, you know what? It was unlucky, Ollie. Like, you came in a real tough era against some top managers. I said to Darren Bent earlier, liken it to Andy Murray. Andy Murray came into the tennis scene, yeah, where there's Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer. Yeah. You know what, Andy? You're not going to win as much as you'd like to win because you're against some real top guys. And even some may even say Ollie's not even the Andy Murray because at least Andy he got the majors. He can, top draw player. But I mean it in terms of the era that he's in. Do you know what I mean? He's the era that he's in against those other top guys. There's no shame. Ollie can keep his head held high. There's going to be people out there obviously say he's failed this, he's not that, he's a shit manager, he's that, he's this. But there's no shame in Ollie passing the baton on. How many times have I said, and you guys said, that Ollie will definitely leave this team in a better position than he found
100%.
100%. There's no shame in that.
Yeah.
We needed that little period. Has he overstayed that thing? Yes.
Yeah.
But did we need Ollie to firefight and build a team? Ollie, I said it to KG earlier, yeah? Ollie, and I'll come to you in a sec, KG. I know you want to come through. I said, Ollie is not doing a good job right now. He's doing an awful job right now, but he's built a fantastic team. Do you get that? He's doing a shit job, but he's built a very good team. Pass the baton.
So the man them in the free seats were saying that you got the player wrong. You got the tennis person wrong. It's Tim Henman that you meant to.
Wow. Yeah.
I
did actually mean Andy Murray, but Tim Henman's a better example.
No, Andy Murray
never won no majors. It's true. It's true.
Tim Henman's best was a semi as well.
Yeah.
No, Solskjaer got to the finals, but it's a better analogy. It works.
That's true. I hold my hands up there. Tim Henman's a way better way of saying that. Yeah.
But yeah, man. On things, man. A little part of me is like, I kind of do want this thing to be over. Obviously, today, sporting green and gold, fam, because the Glazers are still, as Owen said eloquently, the Glazers are still taking the piss out of us. Do you know what I mean? When that's never going to go away again. Record profits, just the way they're trying to, what they're doing isn't correct. Do you know what I mean? However, there's times where you got to say, at least they've acted. You know what I mean? That's the one thing is, I feel like they're more in tune with us now than they have been before. We've wanted the Glazers to spend money. Everyone said that no matter what, the Glazers are not going to make a move. They're not going to do nothing. We all thought that it's going to be when we're out of the Champions League, when it's mathematically, I can't say the word. You know what I'm saying?
Mathematically impossible. Yeah,
impossible. Yeah. And then we'll say when top four is not going to happen as well. We haven't done that. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, we're still in with a chance. That's the key. We are still in with a chance, and it could be Tuchel settings where we can still win the Champions League. That is real. That can really happen. Do you know what I mean? This is a good team here. And if you ask me, if you said, KG, honestly, if Conte was to come in, how do you feel about it? Brother, I won't lie to you. I'm over the moon. And I'm over the moon. The reason why I say I'm over the moon, for many reasons. Because, number one, Conte, like, the reason why he stepped out and left certain places is we said that Oli had a yes man vibe about him. We all agree with that? Oli had a yes man vibe about him in terms of whatever he would just go with whatever Glazers were saying. He wouldn't really push back and stuff like that. Conte is abrasive. And if they do things that he doesn't like, and again, why did he leave Inter? He left Inter because they sold his best player. He said, I've come here for a project and you're selling Lukaku to Chelsea. You can't have me because I have big aspirations. I want to be successful. Don't take the piss. Don't mug me off. Then you talk about a Chelsea moment when I think he had the fallout with Diego Costa. Now, we have to prepare ourselves that Conte might fall out with one of our favorite players.
He's going to ruffle feathers.
Yeah,
it's not about favourites, 100%.
To play devil's advocate, would you argue though that someone that has that kind of, and I think the Glazers are thinking this, someone that has that kind of abrasive nature, that isn't going to be a yes man, that is going to push back and is going to say to the board, you know, I want this and this, and if you don't do it, I'm leaving.
We need that.
But how long do you think someone could last like that at this club? Let alone like, because he lasted 2 years at Chelsea, and that's with Abramovich, who is very much my way or the highway owner. Do you think like how, because we saw what happened with Jose clashed and he was gone in 2.5 years. And I think it's a case of being like,
what, Jose Mourinho?
That's the question. That's the question.
I hear the question, right? Jose Mourinho never committed to Manchester. That was his biggest issue. Jose Mourinho didn't even live in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? That when you stay in the hotel and come home for the week, like he was coming home, bro. He wasn't attached. That was never long term. Anyone that thinks you can live in a hotel long term, something's wrong with you. That's a movie story, like son. It's not gonna happen. You know, so
like Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
And they never had no stability, fam. Them kids, I don't know what was going on. They started living on the boat after that, fam.
I was going to say, there was on the boat. Yeah, exactly.
Sweet life on deck. Yeah, they're reaching.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Jose's one was clear. Now, Conte is different. Now, the board they don't want to keep getting different managers, but we are in a phase that football is modernized. Do you know what I mean? When you talk about longevity, managers only have longevity when they're successful. Pep will get longevity because he's winning. Klopp gets longevity because he's winning. Do you see what I'm saying? If you flop, you won't live long in this.
But the Conte thing, what people say about the Conte thing though, is that his was a bit different. Like he was successful with Chelsea, things happened. He was successful with Inter. Fell out with the owners.
He won the league
for the first time in what?
I want to go back to
11 years and said, nah, not really on it. Like, I get why some people can be a bit reserved, but I am with you, KG. For me, just quickly, Ben says, where the heart is attached, people find it hard to let go. That's why toxic relationships exist. Sometimes you have to accept that love is not enough. Facts. Wow. Belly Visual says, Twitter at Belly Visual. Come the end of the week, I'll post a picture or video. Can't be calling me a liar. Like KG said, nah.
I didn't even say it. You said it, bruv.
All right, fair enough. Belly Visual. If we have to stand corrected, bro, we'll stand corrected in it. I'm a reasonable man. It was Vin says no Conte, please. Nazar says Conte coming is the opposite of what our squad consists of, basically. And a super chat here from Ray Diaz says, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Ollie's become a villain. He rescued the club early. Great film. He rescued the club early on, but now it's time. What I was going to say is that there's going to be so much talks about Conte and why he is or isn't the right man, and because it seems like we're heading that way. Like Owen said at the top of the video, it's not even about, but maybe Ollie shouldn't go. It's more about who should it be. The Conte thing for me is, I'm not really, you see this longevity thing that KG was touching on about how if you win, then you'll stay, etc. I just think we need to establish a culture of winning some stuff again. I think looking for the next Sir Alex or looking for the next manager who's going to be able to stay 10 years, well, then I'll just go and get Eddie Howe then because he's young. I'll just go and get Potter because it might work and he's young and it can stay for ages. Like you have to look at what's we actually. Do you know what we actually need? Instant success. You know when Tottenham were going after Jose at that time, and we were like, you know what, that works for Spurs because they just need a trophy, anything. Yeah, they just need anything, and we were like, yeah, that works for them. Obviously, it didn't happen, but the position that they were in of like, forget thinking of the next 4 years. Right now, this squad is good enough to win now. It's good enough to win now. Who is going to come into this squad and give us the best, because nothing's guaranteed in life, let alone football, but who's going to come into this squad now and give us the best chance of winning now? Who's going to give us the best chance of winning next year, the immediate future with this squad? And that is people like Conte. People talk about Zidane. Zidane flipping walked out at Real Madrid, come back, didn't he? Still won. He did that. And still won. Like, there couldn't be anything more short-termism. Then left and got hounded out. Like, you have to go with the squad now. Yeah. If it works out in the longer term, it works out in the longer term. But right now, there comes a time where we've planned for the future with Ollie, and Ollie's given us some longevity in that squad, where the age of the squad has been brought down, the potential of the squad has been brought up, the value of the squad has been brought up, the quality of the squad has been brought up. Yeah, but the performances of the level have gone backwards. The team have gone backwards. So, DJ, on this Conte thing, and on this, 4K it has to be
4K watching.
Yeah, I was going to say, smash a like on the video, subscribe.
So you smashed the algorithm, fam.
100%. And just before I keep coming to DJ, there's a lot of super chats here. Mossa Bosa says, we need Ted Lasso and Coach Pierre. KG put in a good word for us. Oh, wow. Imagine Ted Lasso in this. He would just act like the building's burning, bro. Let's just stay. Let's wait for it to collapse. You know what I mean? Shireen says, Ollie needs to keep his ego aside and just resign. Thanks for everything. Great legendary player, but clueless manager. And Zar got a super chat here from Brio. Sorry, he says, "How is Ollie your legend? You guys believe your super sub squad player is a legend? If Lingard will be your manager, if so, Lingard will be your manager in the future." Listen, that's the whole legend thing. You can say maybe a hero, cult hero, because to me, the like big legends, certified rubber stamped legends, is like Rooney, is Beckham, is Scholes, is Keane, is Schmeichel, is Andy Cole, is Bobby Charlton. Do you know what I'm saying? Is George Best, is Brian Robson. Are we, if whether you're going to put Ollie into the category of those players is different, but I'm not, it's gone past discussing whether Ollie's a cult hero, a legend.
He's a legend.
Yeah, that's fine. It depends. It's fine. I'm not really bothered. I'm not really asked.
He's only going to that. What are we talking about? He's a legend.
Yeah. The 99 thing, I get that. Look, Splash, let's say a cult hero for me. There's a lot of players that, listen, I don't care about that right now. We need to talk about what's going on here right now. DJ, the Conte thing about people saying he won't be the right guy and this, that, and the other. What are you saying?
I mean, Conte wasn't really number one on my list. I preferred Ten Hag because of kind of like his style and what he done with Ajax, and it's more akin to this sort of romanticized.
Still could be a Ten Hag.
Still could be. He fits more into the romanticized United way, if you're going to say that, of developing young players and attacking football X, Y, and Z. But I'll be honest with you, I'd feel very optimistic if Conte came through the doors, because you kind of know what you're gonna get. He doesn't suffer fools gladly. Like, he literally will put the boot in when he needs to. And what I've seen with this Manchester United team and just the board and everything's all mates rates. And I don't think Conte is going to be doing mates rates when he comes here. You're literally going to be playing based off merit if you're doing the job, if you're working hard and working hard in the name of the team. And I think, all of the big players like Pogba, Ronaldo and stuff like that, we get fake narratives out there. Oh, this person's got an ego, X, Y, and Z. I think they would actually relish the chance to have a strong manager making them work in a system where they're successful and we're getting stuff done. Because I'm not going to lie, like, I'd rather watch Conte get a hold of this team, because I'm tired of seeing 11 players run around the pitch just like they're playing at the park on a Saturday, like don't really know each other. So I'm glad that if Conte does come in, or whoever comes in, they can implement a structure where we can actually sit, watch a game and think, oh, I see what he's doing there. All right, cool. Yeah, I see what he's doing there. Or tinkering and changing the game. Like, it was criminal for Ollie to pick that same side and go in against Liverpool. That was madness.
Naive, silly,
it's madness.
stupid.
It's madness.
We
madness.
could say all them adjectives about it
And
because it was
It's
childish.
madness.
do you know what's funny though? There's players in that dressing room that haven't won what Conte's won. Do you know what I mean? So he come in there like, I'm Conte. Do you know what I mean? Like,
He's got respect. He's got immediate respect because of just
I'm
the
not
CV.
a joke, man. Like, if I'm taking you to run, big man, you better run. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm whatever I'm on, you know
He'll
that
push
I'm
you to
on
run.
go. Like,
And also about the favourites thing, KG. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Conte's gonna come in and have favourites? Let's not get this twisted. Yeah. Let's really deep this here. Yeah. And to be honest, if it means winning, I don't care. Conte could come in and say, you know what? Sancho, Lingard, Cavani, front three.
he won't know. He won't.
No, I'm just saying he could say that. Then he could go, Donny, number 10. Bruno, give it away too much to me. Don't like it. Could. Bruno earn it. He could. Or he could say, you know what? 5 at the back, which is likely. This is likely. Maguire, Shaw, Varane, he could say. Telles, Wan-Bissaka. Then he could say, I'm just going to put 2 workhorses. I'm going to put Donny in there next to, I don't know. He might even say Donny next to Matic and shore up the thing and then put a front 3. He could.
Bro,
some big names could miss out, but I don't care.
That's it. Owen will come to you, bro. After what I saw on the weekend, yeah, I don't care. You have to understand that what happened on the weekend, yeah, was a devastation, bro. Flex, 12 hours, bro. That's how long the trip was. And that's not even counting when we was working and that. It's a long journey, up there and back. It's long. People pay their good hard-earned money not to see their team go 4-0 down against Liverpool. We're not talking like this is a madness. That is a sackable offense. Let's be honest. And you can say to a player, you can say to a man, hey, you know what? Because they asked Ollie. The door was there. They left the door ajar. They said, Ollie, like, don't you feel like you probably should walk if this is, you know what I mean? And they gave that to him. Ollie batted it back. As I respect, he said, nah, you know what? I want to stay, fam.
Yeah, he's going to say that. And you have to. The moment he says, if Ollie would have said in that thing, you're right, you know, maybe it's not for me. Get out, walk now, go now. Because as soon as you doubt yourself, you're done. Just quickly, before you carry on, KG, loads of super chats. Nihil says, Sir Alex Zidane, I've got Ronaldo and 10 pieces of wood. Time to win the Champions League. Liberty says, Ollie needs to go back to basics. Use Tuchel's 3-4-2-1 and make the team hard to beat for starters. Have Jay Lings in there. At least he can put a shift up front. Neither Ollie in or out. That's if Ollie makes it to the Spurs game, Liberty. But appreciate what you're saying there. James says, Allegri was ideal for a while and we missed an opportunity to get him. He's just gone back to Juve, but screw it. Go try and get him now. So not Conte, but Allegri there for James. Super chat here from Randy. Pogba is a snake. He did it on purpose, 100%. What has he done in 5 years? Ibra and Bruno got us second. Come on. Stop being silly. And Rezi Bro says, as a Liverpool fan, as much as 3 points was good, I feel shit for you guys. We need these rivalries to be close. Here's hoping your club will get back to the level which the fans deserve. Much love and respect from New Zealand. Wow. Big up to Liverpool fan, Rezi Bro, all the way in New Zealand. And I think before I go back to KG, Sorry, Owen. Yeah,
about Conte.
Oh yeah, what I do want to say about Conte is a couple of things. One, Antonio Conte won the Premier League with wing-backs. You talk about favourites with wing-backs that were Victor Moses and Marcus Alonso, right? That shows what he can do to players, right? He can turn them into players that can win things, right? And arguably, we've got better players than that. So that's one thing, right? You talk about favourites. Because I see people go, can Aaron Wan-Bissaka actually operate as a wing-back, all that kind of stuff. If he can turn Victor Moses into one, no disrespect to Victor Moses, but if he can do that to Victor Moses, he can do that. On top of that, he won Serie A with Ashley Young as a fullback, right? And with Alexis Sanchez in his side. We couldn't even do that. We couldn't do that. He did it in Italy. That's another thing. Two, my second thing I do want to say as well, if you look at that season where he won the league with Chelsea, right? First couple of games in, they played Arsenal, and they were actually playing 4 at the back at the time. They got absolutely demolished by Arsenal. Absolutely demolished. Half time, he turns it into a back 3. That decision, like that, won them the league, and they played like that for the rest of the season. What do I keep saying here on the channel? Good managers find solutions. They look at the squad that they have and they say to themselves, okay, okay, maybe I can't play the system I want to play, but I'm going to play the system that works for these players and gets the best out of these players. That's what we're asking for. We've got all of these players. It's a jigsaw, but Conte's proven time and time again, he's a guy that can put them together. And that's why I look at that and I kind of scoff when people go, he doesn't have the United DNA and all this kind of stuff. What is the United DNA? The United DNA at this point in time is winning things. You know, that's it. That's it. Because if we were playing crappy football, but we were winning the league or the Champions League, nobody would give a shit. Nobody would give a shit. Because all they care is that we're winning things. If you're having the discussion of, we're winning things, but we're not playing very good football, what a conversation that is to have. We're not having that conversation right now. And I think that's a big problem. And I'll finish up my rant by saying 4,200 people watching. Smash a like on the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but literally, and do you know what I want to see? Because on the touchline, I want my manager to be on smoke. You see when Klopp turns up, I want my manager pushing them, man. I want my manager like causing havoc. You've seen, everyone has seen Conte, like he's not turning up to say, did someone call us I never saw this, Did someone call us the underdogs in this lead up to the game to Liverpool?
McTominay.
That is rubbish. I mean, what was even that? That's a disgrace. It is. This is Man United. There's things that shouldn't be uttered, even if you're underdogs, These are our rivals.
Surely McTominay never said that. I did see that. I did read that.
Well, Ollie was saying in the press conference, he's going, we've got a lot of catching up to do to Liverpool. They've been ahead of us for 4 years. We've got to catch up. Isn't a lie, but don't say it out loud.
No, you don't. Remember Roy Hodgson said something about, we wish we could be like them when Liverpool were terrible. That is sackable. I looked at the Liverpool fans. They were angry, bro. You cannot say these things. When Mourinho pointed out the Liverpool midfield and said, if we had those players, bro, no. There's things that cannot be uttered from a Man United guy. You see, when they asked, what do you call it? Ollie did it. Ollie understood it once upon a time. They asked Ollie, how do you feel about Liverpool winning the league? Remember when he just walks off?
Yeah, at Cardiff, he said, I couldn't care less, mate. Yeah, couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less. That's the energy.
He gets that side of it. He gets that
That's
side
the
of it.
energy. No, but
Barry Haynes that is the energy we do need. Barry Haynes says, what happens to Rashford, Sancho, Diallo, Greenwood with Conte? 5 at the back, and we have young, promising wingers. My only concern. I hear that. People got to miss out. It's time to get ruthless, though. Like, bro, that's what I mean about the immediate. Like, the immediate is, he'll probably play a 5-3-2 and a 3-5-2 or something like that, or how Chelsea play. You know what I mean? With the 5-2-3 basically. And it's like something has to give in the immediate. Rashford might have to play on the left, then Sancho on the right, and then those other guys got to wait for their chance because there's only one central striker and 2 central midfielders. You just have to wait. Another super chat here from LJ says, guys, take a minute to think about this. You can name 10 better centre-backs in the Premier League than Maguire and 5 to 10 better right-backs than Aaron Wan-Bissaka technically on the ball. Our defence is a bigger problem than we actually think. Interesting. Very, very, very big.
There you go.
Wait,
hold on. I don't know how he missed the beef, though. I don't know how Shaw got away with that. And then it was just Wan-Bissaka because Shaw being the one making mistakes is coming from his side.
And Shaw's been going backwards as well. And Skulfuggery as well. Big up Skulfuggery, who done me and KG absolutely dirty today with the edit.
Bro.
He had Saeed done the last week. And you know what? He keeps it fair. If it's going to be an Arsenal fan the next time, a Chelsea fan, a Liverpool fan in the mud. If you're in the mud, Skulfuggery is going to edit you. Do ya? And you know what? You have to. I said to a lot of people, I've been holding corn in both hands today. Bare actual cobs, corn on the cobs in both hands. I've been holding it in it. So it happens in it. You have to just, and that's one thing about it. You can't get mad. You can't nibble back. You have to just take the licks.
You gotta take your medicine, fam. I don't regret it.
You gotta take it. I don't regret it. 1%. And Farsin said United will sack Ollie, but we'll give him caretaker. Oh my god. Farsin said that they're going to sack Ollie, then make him the caretaker for his own job until they get. Wow.
Hey, guys, did you lot hear this news about maybe Woodward staying on? Is that a thing?
Till April. I did read that as well. Varun, hold that thought there, DJ. Varun says, the only reason we won till 2013 was because we had Sir Alex Ferguson. Today we have the best set of players in a long while, but we have bad coaching and tactics. Agreed with that. And I want to borrow that hat, KG, says Michael Douglas.
Saying that has green and gold until it's sold.
Yeah, 100%. And Scarfag, we read that one. DJ did, I did read that. Edward might stay on like to a little bit late. I don't know. I haven't really seen loads of that. There's been a lot today that you've seen. I think some of what we have seen today, not in terms of the pressure that's on Ollie and is he going to go, and I think we all unanimously understand that. Some of the leaks that have been coming about players have said this and players have said that, and I could sit here and really write something that I think this sounds like something that would be going down. Let me just put this out there. We could all do that. Do you know what I mean? We could all do that. But there you go. Go. It's bad. It's bad. And I think we all, I don't know about the Ed Woodward thing, but right now we can all see where this is heading. And Brio says, Sancho and Van der Beek price is dropping. Call Ollie and give them 20 minutes. Glazer phone call. And Flex, you missed my super chat, says Andrew Stewart. Apologies, I've been trying to get through as many as I could from today. And another one, George A says, hypothetically speaking, if Ollie is sacked and Conte is hired, does Maguire get his captain's duties stripped? KG asked me this earlier on today. Love you guys. Love from Los Angeles. And I said, I'll say what I say to KG when he asked me. Manager can do what the hell he wants when he comes in. Manager can have a different captain every game. Manager could elect 5 club captains or whatever and say we're going to share it each game. You can do what you want. You could do what manager can say. I don't think you can have no captain. I think that's the only thing you can't do. You have to elect a
I'm captain now.
Yeah. But yeah, of course, if he comes in and says, you know what? Nah, it's going to make Ronaldo captain. Like he could do it.
Yeah.
Do it. You know?
You lot know I love Aaron Wan-Bissaka like no man's business. Like that's my guy. Yeah. If Conte comes in tomorrow, and says
he might be gone,
and he drops him,
it could be Dallo. He could,
No, but wait, listen to this. I'll live with that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I want my team to win more than any player, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And we have to reset the clock. I want to compete. I want to compete with these guys. I'm not saying that we have a divine right to win. But how many points are we off right now? Does anyone know in the Premier League?
I don't even want to know.
With 3 off the top 4. I don't know how much it is off the top. But the fact that we have the conversation of we're not even looking to the top because it's already gone. You know what I mean? That speaks volumes, isn't it?
That's everything, And there is, as I said, there is talent here.
Here you go, KG. We're 7th. We've got 14 points. Chelsea are top with 22 points.
We're 7th. We're 14 points off top. Is that what you're saying? That's a lot.
No.
What?
They were 14 points off.
No. 14. They've got 22.
Yeah, we've got 14 points.
No,
14 points off top.
Let me know how many points off. I didn't ask.
We're 7 points off the top.
Thank you, bro. That's all I wanted, bro. Yeah, and we got massive games.
Is it 7 or is it 8?
No, it's 8 points.
Is it 8 points? Oh, my bad. Maths was a bit off.
I didn't even try to work out the sum, fam.
KG just picked. KG just heard 14 and went 14.
To hear what you look need to tell me. There you go. If we're 8 points off top, we got mad games. Man City coming, we got Spurs coming. We still got Arsenal. We still got Chelsea, bro. We got moved to what we got. How they dealt with us, at home, 4-0. Let nobody forget what happened to us yesterday. 4-0.
4-0. It was 5.
I'm saying before half-time. That's the point I'm making. 4-0 before half-time.
We don't trust any numbers with KG at the moment.
No. Wait, no. I got to press that button.
No.
That was a violation of the highest level, bro. And you see the goals. Let's really talk about this thing. Do you see the goals that we conceded yesterday?
They were horrendous.
It is a
Do me a favor, please.
Oi.
Wait, hold on.
See,
every time.
DJ Sphinx done that. Yeah, DJ Sphinx does it after an hour. Do you know what? Yeah. You have to remember. Yeah. You know what? You know in FIFA when you play FIFA and you got the 3 and off rule. Yeah. If it gets to 3-0, you're off the pad. Yeah. Some people do 3 and off instantly at any stage of the match. Some people do if it's 3 and off before half time. you're out. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. What it was like us trying to hold on past the 3-0 and say we can pull it back. Yeah, we can pull it back. There you go. We can pull it back. We got this. Boom, 4-0 halftime.
Hey,
Nah. We leave me on the pad.
One of them guys.
Yeah, you know, you're saying to your friend, like, bro, like, just restart the game.
Yo, restart the game.
Like, nah, I can come back. I can come back, yeah? Boom, red card. Nah, come on. Bare button bashing. Bare changing the play. Ollie was playing Tekken. Ollie was playing
on his pissing iPad. On his iPad, on Kira McKenna. Candy Crush.
On FIFA, he was playing Tekken. Bare button bashing, bare man position.
There's a game on. What?
On a roll, yeah. Remember when I was playing you at FIFA, yeah, and then I was winning, then you tried to change your formation because you were desperate. Remember that the other day?
Why'd you lie?
Flex, are you telling me that you didn't go into your managerial settings and tried to change things and went to?
I heard he played McFred. I heard he played
exactly the same way why I didn't play McTominay and Fred. Who do you believe? The guy who said I played McTominay and Fred when I didn't, and he said, yeah, I was lying, or do you believe me?
Flex, don't try it. Tell the truth. Everyone's watching right now. Did I win that game? Yes or no?
Of course you did.
Did you not go into your subs?
Did I play McTominay and Fred like you said I did?
Wait.
Did I play McTominay and Fred like you said I did?
Let's focus right now, Flex. Okay. Did you not go into the managerial settings and start to make the runs that you change things? Did you not do that?
No, I didn't.
Hey, are you lying?
No, I didn't. I can't believe you're doing this. You already done the McFred thing. You lied about that, and then now you're trying to lie about this.
I can't believe this.
You're shameless.
I swear on everything at home, yeah. Flex went into the settings and I couldn't believe what was happening. You know when he starts to run out of time.
Why do you do this?
Shut up, Flex, bro.
Why do you do this?
No.
Cage is an actor. He's acting.
Exactly.
That's what it's going on.
Wait, whoa. I'm not that good, fam. I'm all right. I'm not that good, bro.
Don't doubt yourself. I'm giving you your flowers.
But this is what happened.
Hold on a second. Euken says, I don't think the wingers would be an issue under Conte's 3-4-3. Considering that aside from Sancho, they'll play more like strikers than wingers. Look, the police are coming for KG with his lies.
Flex is lying. Put up the ones that they're saying about you.
I'm gonna say the players don't want to play for Ollie anymore. It was obvious to see yesterday. Ollie has lost the plot, and LJ. Hold on a sec. Flex and KG's. Is it still damp or is it officially asbestos settings? Wow.
It's not still. It's nuts. But
it's asbestos.
Nah, I'm vexed. Hey, Flex. Actually, I know you're a liar. There's the footage, bro. Put out the footage, fam.
What footage? What are you talking about?
We filmed it.
This guy.
No.
You will say.
No.
You will say, like,
Flex,
for your
KG, man.
For your agenda, yeah. The guy ran straight to Twitter. This is a guy. Can we just talk about the facts? No. You've had your say. This is a guy who flocked to Twitter after one game, which he did the last time when I played him afterwards and bruck him up, yeah. But one game winning, he does that thing trying to get all the likes and retweets. Cool. Enjoy your little win in the practice warm-up thing, by the way, and said, guys, imagine Flex played McTominay and Fred.
That was the one lie I told because that was funny.
You lie, you're a liar. Because you lie.
I owned up. I came to the thing. I said, yeah, he didn't play McTominay.
So what? How can we believe you?
Bro,
how can we believe you?
Flex and KG domestic.
Hey, I'm in court in defense. Hey, Your Honor, is this the same KG between 2021 and April 4th?
Wait till the American in court.
No, do you know why? Owen?
Stay true to an accent,
Do you know why? This is why I had to be American. Because this court thing would be televised. This is a big thing. This guy's a serial liar, and it will be broadcasted to the masses. People will be tuning in. Is this the same KG who on April 4th lied about this? Yes, Your Honor. Is this the same KG that flip-flopped and said this, and then they said this? Yes. He's basically, the jury would say, this guy is not trustworthy.
I'll tell them there's footage. Please put it out. That's it.
Go on then.
And I'm there on the jury. I'm there on the jury, going scribbling down, going,
You know, he's that guy. He's that guy who will come to
There's
the
footage.
evidence
There's
thing.
footage.
He'll come to say, nah, Your Honor, it's out there, and Your Honor,
Back to Man United.
the judge will go, okay, can you present this to the
Anyway,
to the
back to Man United. There's footage. Flex won't put it out, but Flex
don't
was doing R3 toggle and trying to change the formation like Ollie was.
Like GF99 says, I'm off topic. Allow it.
Sorry,
you know
man.
What I mean?
Sorry, bruv, because I got mad, bruv. I got mad, fam. Sorry. I was just trying to make the point that Ollie was moving like you on Fever, but you got upset about it and just didn't want to.
Furthermore, I want to invite you to the game and just clean up with you and take my frustration out.
And you know I beat him in it. That's why you see it right there. That's how you know, bro.
No one's disputing that you beat me and you got a lucky win.
No one's disputing. Get out here, bruv.
But Lee's right. Aman's right. Let's talk about more important things than this civil war.
Let's talk
100%.
Let's talk.
Me, blasted liar.
Guys, I was gonna say quickly. Sorry, Flex. I'm just gonna say real quick. You see, Ollie, right? Haven't you realized that Ollie's like statements and some of his quotes, they're getting weaker and weaker as the weeks are going past. Weaker and weaker.
100%.
Literally, like he just looks like he's at the end of his tether. He looks like he's just done. He's aged an eternity since he got the job. Yeah, he's not even the babyface assassin no more. He's like the old man face assassin, whatever you want to call him. He's just done, man. He's just done, and I think he's giving it away, and the players are giving it away, and we just need a refresh now. We need a refresh. It's done.
You see people who say like we have to start. You see people who are like, we have to start again, and now we have to go backwards if you change the manager and stuff like that. Is there any point that they have?
Now we've got the team. Now we've got the team that's ready for now. So whoever comes in, they're gonna have to work with these players now. I know, obviously, if transfer windows come, you're gonna swap one or two, maybe three at a maximum. But the basis of this squad is there. Do you know what I mean? We've got quality in attack, quality in defense. Well, actually, no. Quality. We've got a quality goalkeeper. Defense needs some work. Bar Varane. And the midfield does need a bit of an overhaul. But
do you know how I would do? Yeah, on a big and serious, and I know this is reckless, yeah.
Oh no.
Flex is already done with me, but I'll do this. I say, big man Maguire, it's time, big man. You gotta go. I say, CB, come on back home, fam. I will get Maguire out of here faster than bro. Maguire, yesterday. Maguire's our captain. I want everyone to let that sink in. He done an interview saying, I don't even want to be here, fam. What? Wait, how? Bruv, you made mistake Atalanta. You and Luke Shaw. Where's the other game we played against?
Leicester, bro. It's all over the shop.
Leicester. I'm seeing the image, of the players running back here. Maguire's like the furthest man back, In the image of them man running, Lindelof is closest, and Lindelof is criminally slow. Yeah, but Maguire's behind the ref. It's bad. Maguire is the captain. They're talking about leaders and not being worried. The ball came in just when the game started. The ball drops into. Remember when they were doing like football tennis and the ball just in the air? They couldn't bring it down.
Yeah.
Maguire hitting it like to nowhere. To literally, that doesn't fill me with any belief. If you're the main man, if you lead us, and you're panicking and you're rosetting it in the first 5 minutes, something is wrong. Because I need to look to you for inspiration to think it's going to be okay right now. It's like a parent. You know what I mean? If something's happening and you go to your dad and he says, everything's fine, even though it's not fine. Yeah? You believe him because of the way his candor, the way he's managing it. Maguire is not filling me with confidence. Even, did you see David De Gea cussing the defenders?
He was going mad. He was doing that whole thing.
And not just that, we play like kids, wasn't it? We play like kids.
We play
That's
like
the
kids.
ultimate disrespect. That's the ultimate. Donato sort of just says, what's going on, boys? New manager bouncing coming. Conte will develop Greenwood, Donny, others will be scary. Not sure about Zidane. Anything is a positive. And Sheets says, Man United beat Spurs next. Ollie back in, ? In City next. If Ollie stays and he beats Spurs. Sean Collins says 0 leaders in this team. You look at individuals who could be a leader. As individuals, but in terms of being able to run the squad and really kind of make it cohesive, there's a disconnect from the management into the players who could be leaders into the rest of the squad. That's where I'm seeing just bare discontent, things that just are not adding up. Another thing about Conte as well, that if he did come in, Pogba used to do bits under him. Pogba done bits under him. KG's gone.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Pogba done bits under Conte. Do you know what I mean? Three-man midfield, had him with what? Matuidi and Marquisio, I want to say. I think it was. Do you know what I mean? Had him balling out. Wasn't Pirlo even still there? He had him balling out.
Marquisio,
So
Vidal.
Do you know what I mean? He had him balling out, Pogba. RDG says Oli has undone his own work, wanting to be an intense running team, building around Pogba, faith in Rashi and Mason. It's all crumbled over time. It's sad. Randy says Oli forgot why they bought Sancho, right wing. Can he not see that Wan-Bissaka and CR7 would benefit if he played?
It's mad. Do you know what's so crazy about what Oli has done?
I think we should go for Laurent Blanc.
There's another.
He's always in there. Every single time Man United like get rid of manager, it's always Laurent Blanc. Every single time.
There's another super chat from David.
So Stephen Grant says, with Fletcher and Carrick Brill midfielders, why can't they coach the midfield? Reason, no balls. We need Van der Beek to start. It's his time. And there's another super chat here. I think I've read that one.
I think
with
one
Fletcher.
from David that I need to.
Stephen Grant.
KG knows what it's about as well.
Randy. David Heen says, release the footage, Flex. Gentlemen, I hope all is well. But honestly, our captain is a joke at time. He literally has us holding our breaths every day. You can't release something that isn't there, David. You can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible. If people want to magic up things that are not there, do you know what I mean? KG's just really trying to push this thing that isn't even there. This is a guy who goes on your screens and acts, and you're wondering how he can come across that something's true when he already lied.
Bro, I'm flabbergasted. You know when Trump said it's a disgrace. You know when he done that? When I know there's a Barcelona. That's what if I had Lex. Bloody hell!
It's mad what you do. It's really like you will leave. You will not start. Like you just don't care. You don't care. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bruv, you went straight onto. I can't try that. I can't.
We're not gonna. Everything I love, I put on everything I love. Anyway, we move. Let's talk about what you call it. On a real, like, there's a lot of Man United fans that are. I don't know what you're feeling today, but change is necessary.
Sorry, just quickly. Andrew says, I missed it in the super chat, that he didn't get out of the group stages with Inter last couple of seasons. Is that a thing for you?
What's that? No, not at all.
No, I don't think so, because he won. Well, obviously, again, if you're having that conversation, but he won the league, what would United take at the moment? I think they would take anything. They would take anything. You know what I mean? If Man United didn't get out of the group this season, which they should be, by the way, but if they didn't, but we won the league, people would go, "Who gives a shit? We won the league."
And he won this point with Ronaldo at Juventus, yeah. Also, when Ronaldo finishing top goal scorer, and he rejuvenated Lukaku, bro. Lukaku that now everyone respected and came back into the league. That's what he did.
Well, it's a player we had and couldn't get a tune out of.
We couldn't get a tune out of Alexis Sanchez. We couldn't turn Ashley Young into a winner. Do you know what I mean? This is what he did. I swear he even got Eriksen. Eriksen didn't want to do a damn thing, bro.
Yeah. Eriksen's still there now, obviously, after what happened to him. But
and the Beak, let's talk about that group right now. But I told you, there's a WhatsApp group. Yeah. I just imagine it. Yeah. There's a WhatsApp group that Donny van der Beek's in. Yeah. And I know what Donny's done. Donny's put in a picture of Conte and left the group. Petty. Very petty.
No, he's still in there. I think worse still. I think he's put the picture and stayed in the group.
Do you reckon he's done that? Just put the picture in? Oh,
I think he's put the picture and stayed.
You just put a packet of chewing gum in there. You just put a packet of Wrigley's.
I know exactly what he's done. He hasn't even done that. He's just changed the group, the picture. You know that group picture when you don't say nothing?
The DP.
The DP is a picture of, what do you call it? The DP is a picture of Conte in it, and he's not said anything.
I think he put eye emojis. I've probably just put eye emojis. That's what I think you've done. Eye emojis.
But then, what do you call it? I know that Eric Bailly, just imagining what Eric Bailly's on. Eric Bailly sent a voice note in it. Something that can get leaked to the sun. Because he ain't got no He's in there saying the most. Yeah.
This is so peak,
But did you
man.
put it that? Because you say that, though, did you even see Lingard? Lingard was on the warming up yesterday, and there was a fan. There's a fan saying, try harder, and he's like, I'm not even on the pitch.
and for Lingard to actually repost that as well and put up what actually happened again, it's seeping through like the chinks in the armor, as they say. Kasim says, big up, guys. I'm a Liverpool fan, but to be honest, you can't play Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba, Rashid, and Greenwood. None of them want to do the dog work. They don't press. I think the key there is the instruction, and they're not pressing right now. But if you're not going to press, then there needs to be a separate way of playing, i.e., drop off, be compact, make sure there's not gaping holes in our midfield, in our defense, and then we can play from there. But there isn't even that. Reeves says, lads, Conte is already a United hero. He took Sanchez away from us, give him the job already. Well, yeah, but he took him away from us and then got him playing, and then they won stuff. David R3 says, Ten Hag would be the ideal fit, has tactical philosophy, can develop youth players and would make them assets to sell for money, can bring his own coaching staff and use attackers we already have. Glory, glory, Man United. That's from David. Hold on. Belly Visual says, when is the call-in show? KG, when's your plans?
It might have to be, I got to do it tonight, innit? I got to do it tonight at some point, but I've got the boxing podcast, so
you're gonna be a busy guy though. You got to do it later on tonight, maybe like 10, 11 or something.
11 o'clock.
People want to have their say on KG's community.
Yeah, 11
Ali
o'clock
Morgan says KG is a vibe, always is a vibe, this guy. Always.
Thanks,
and Barry Haynes says, I just hope Van der Beek is in the new manager's plans. He just changed his agent, same as Frankie de Jong. Barca are Van der Beek, de Jong, Pedri away from world domination as midfield free. Apparently, Oli doesn't want him. We'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. And Tavares says, Oli claims he is a United supporter and cares about our club. If you do, Oli, then prove it. Resign now. Should never have been hired. Love, Manchester United. From Tavares.
Would you, Owen, if you was in the United job and you was doing what Oli was doing, be honest, yeah? Let's really be honest. This question for everyone. Would you leave?
Well, there's two answers, isn't there? There's one, which is the answer of for the betterment of the club, I offer my resignation. There's also the more realistic answer, which is I signed a 3-year contract in the summer. You think I'm going to resign and give up my severance?
Wait. Would you?
Truth. It's the truth. You think that's going to happen? That's what they would say. How much money is Mourinho made getting sacked?
He's still getting paid. I remember there was a thing that we were still paying off Van Gaal.
Yeah.
Hey, would you
look at Conte? Look at Conte. Conte. They're saying if Conte comes to Old Trafford, he's got to give up his severance because he's going into a new job. Ollie's not going to resign and be like, "Yeah, don't have to pay me anything. I'm fine." Obviously, he's fine anyway financially, but you think he's going to give up 3 years of Manchester United wages? Press the button. Do me a favor.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm fine.
So DJ, what are you saying? Are you what do you call it? Are you gonna respect the club and just say, you know what, I think I've got to leave and I'm gonna leave my severance with you, man? What are you doing?
Boy, you know what? I like to think I'd do that, but boy, if Ollie did that, he'd be a better man than me, man. I'm staying for the money, but you've got to force me out. You got to force me out. You have to.
DJ's has to get real toxic, real. I'm not going. Are you crazy? I'm not going anywhere. You what? Wait there. Hold on a minute. Forget peas. Nah. Put money aside. Yeah. This is a serious thing now. No banter. Forget peas. Think of who Ollie is and his experiences. Yeah. This guy plays at the club, knows what the club is. His previous experience was in Scandinavia. Yeah, at Mulder. Right. Then his other experience was getting sacked at Cardiff. That's his, Then he's at the biggest club in the world, bro. I'm gonna ooze every last minute, hour, second, day, month out of it because, two, I believe in myself. Like I said, even if I'm doing a shit job, yeah, like I said, I'm still gonna be. It's fine. Just leave me. They're going, but Flex, like, come on, like the credits are like, nah, one more put a in the Namco station. Give me another
let me change
pound.
formations and put McFred on.
let me get McFred on. Like, but bro, there's people waiting like for a turn on the basketball thing. Nah, but I can score. Like, nah, but you're not hot. Like, you're not good. Like, put another pound in the machine, please. Give me more tickets. Like, that's what I'd be on because I still believe in myself, innit? So, and the problem is when you don't believe in yourself, you're done. It's over. So,
Then,
and I don't believe Ollie would ever do that. But I
no,
wouldn't.
Even all of that, all that aside, no one's, and we can't ask Ollie. And I asked that question because we won't do it ourselves. Do you know what I mean? We can't. Everyone says, Ollie, you have the club. You step aside. No, you're not stepping aside. It's easy to say that when you ain't got 10 million, 20 million on the table, bro. Sack me, fam. Don't even ask me the question. It is a KG.
Yeah, there's no point asking you.
Bro, listen, someone in the chat said it's gotta be the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I'm not leaving. I'm on that one, bro. I don't know who did that. I want to give them their ratings, but that's how I'm going. I'm not leaving, fam. You gotta push me out this club because it is what it is. I swear we got to finish paying off Moyes. Moyes to finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
His contract expired in 2019.
Yeah. Ali Morgan says, you lot are asking us who we want, but we want to know who you lot want as the next manager, says Ali Morgan.
Cool.
Okay, let's just go around. Owen, you can pick one man. Who would it be?
No, I just saw like a tweet notification come up for United, and it says like, in today's United Daily, Wes Brown is talking about the game. You're like, I think everyone went, oh.
Oh god.
Who would I want? It is tough because it is a case of who's available. I think people talk about Ten Hag, and I think he would be a good longer term appointment. I think in terms of implementing like a philosophy. I think that one's, like they said, is quite complicated to get. I don't know how simple that is. I don't understand the real like backlash to getting Conte in. I really don't see that as a bad appointment at all. I think at this point, I think we need to just forget the whole, we need someone that's going to be here for 5-10 years because that's just, I think as a club, we can't hold on to that sentiment. I don't think it's a shame. We would love to be that club, wouldn't we? That gets someone in, they're successful, 25 years, then you hand the baton on to the next person. We'd love to be that club. But that's just not really living in reality. I don't have a problem with Conte. I think Conte is a good appointment. If for someone that's available right now in his track record, I wouldn't be opposed to Conte at all.
KG?
My main one would have been Nagelsmann, the Bayern manager. That was the guy that was like, he's the...
of course.
That was the one that I was like, if it doesn't
100% agree with you.
I had the eye on. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, that didn't happen. It's an odd choice, but Luis Enrique, if you wanted to stay in terms of a attacking philosophy, he would have been the second choice. That someone I would have kind of looked at, but you say to yourself, he's gonna have to do a lot to get players to play in his system. I don't think we have all the technicians, and I don't think Pogba's definitely gone, you know what I mean? And it wouldn't work. And I don't know if he would stick with Ronaldo playing up front like that. I think he'll try and go younger. So he's not the man. So when I break it all down, it has to be Conte. Just on that, because I'm looking at all these. Ten Hag now is good, but I feel the media and the pressure because remember, Ollie hasn't been attacked purely because he's got brethren in the media. Yeah. You wait to see what happens to the new man. Do you know what I mean? You wait to the new guy. The new guy, I don't even know how many games he's going to get from the media because quickly they'll say, well, Ten Hag, is he really elite? All those kind of things. And Man United
is too big of a step.
Is it too big of a step? You will hear it like never before. As soon as you saw what happened, it's Ronaldo, everyone called him the GOAT. As soon as he came to us, can he really manage in the Premier League?
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
exactly.
We're talking about Ronaldo.
The hounds will be out.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, Ten Hag, as much as you'd hope he's got the confidence. And right now, this job is a job of someone that comes in here, chest puffed out and saying, I'm here to do a madness.
I'm here. And I've been in this position before. I can deliver. I hear you. Let me just get through these before I ask DJ who is this. Pablo says, said this months ago, Ollie's got no options outside of his job. Guy's credibility will be in ruins. And Dahul says, love the channel, guys. Being United manager is arguably the hardest job in the world because of the status. I think Zidane is the genius we need. A lot of people really do want Zidane. A lot of people. And Vijaya says, Man United players are impressed with Donny van de Beek training, but Oli doesn't trust him. Yeah, there's a lot of rumours about that today. Hope he gets a chance under a new manager. Who is better, Conte or Zidane? We're kind of discussing that now at the moment. And John Wixon says, Conte's 3-4-3 keeps Maguire in the lineup. No. Zidane would drop Maguire.
No.
Zidane would drop Maguire like how he did to James Hammers at Real Madrid. No matter the transfer fee, Zidane in. So another Zidane approval there. DJ, before we finish off, yourself.
Yeah, I would have gone with Ten Hag, but you know what? KG made a really solid point there. You know, like Premier League's a different animal. The media would get onto him. I just kind of look at kind of what he's done, you know, with Ajax, semi-final Champions League. And obviously to get to the semi-final, they would have to beat some good teams and play some good football, which he did. Developing young players, De Ligt, Ziyech, those type of players. So that's where my thought process was about Ten Hag. But to be honest, I think even you're right, Flex, like Conte should be the guy, I'm guessing, to come in, proven. You know, he's done it in most places, and he's a disciplinarian, and he's not a passive manager on the touchline. He's active. He wants to affect the game. So I'm happy with either Ten Hag or Conte. Very different managers, but they're gonna make something happen if they do come.
Yeah, before I say who like my actual final thing is, I think what was clear is that there are enough top-notch candidates. You know, people say that whole, but who'd you get though? But we have to start again. Listen, there are some top managers available. And you know what? There are some other managers that actually you can try to resolve, because look at our squad. Don't tell me that you can't go and prize a manager away from somewhere else, potentially. It's not possible for everyone. I get that. You're not going to go and get Nagelsmann from Bayern Munich. I understand that. But don't ever underestimate the appeal of what the squad that we have here can give. And two, there's top managers out there. The ones we're discussing are all kind of equally in favor for different things. My overall thing, I like Zidane and I like Conte. Like if we ended up with either, I wouldn't be fuming. I would lean more towards Conte. Conte is my pick though, because I just feel like what he does have over Zidane. I know Zidane's got the 3 Premier League Champions Leagues and stuff like that and done really well. But I just feel that know-how over Conte, having been in this league before, worked with some of the players, worked with Pogba before as well. I just go more towards that. And when people say it's negative football, and listen, just because you play 5 at the back or 3 at the back, whatever you want to call it, it's all about the style. It's all about how it plays. Because I see Chelsea dominating a lot of games. I see Chelsea scoring goals. Now they're starting to do that. I see Chelsea be solid. And even when Antonio Conte won the league with Chelsea, they was not just nicking games 1-0. They were very, very dominant, very, very tough to beat, and they were on it. So if you get the right manager implementing that style of play, I've got no problems with it. If we end up with Zidane, I'm happy. That's fine. If it's Ten Hag, I worry a little bit more, like for the reasons what you lot just said. It's a young manager. It's someone who at that level is not tried and tested at that level. But I would still get behind it. It would be very exciting, but he would probably demand a little bit more time to get going. I think with Conte, you bring in someone who's saying, here's a squad that's ready. Like I said earlier in the show, here's a squad that's ready. Even in January / the summer, the most we're going to do is like get you a defensive midfielder and maybe get out a couple of players that you're not really feeling. But other than that, you've got it here, mate. Make something work with this. Get me a Champions League, get me a Premier League. Start with an FA Cup and then move on. Like something. Do you know what I mean? Tamara says KG is talking sense regarding Ten Hag. What's happening? Yeah, you can't even believe it. You can't believe it. You're talking sense.
Yeah. When do people say that? I'm like, you know, Chiefs, you know. Like
I saw say how they feel.
In my fan
community speaks.
I was speaking, and they was like, bro, KG's actually talking sense. I said, hold on a minute. And it was the general consensus. Nah. Rubbish. I mean, what was even that?
Troy, before we finish off with these super chats, Troy Trey says, I wish Guardiola took Fergie's offer. Imagine. And Manif says, would a new manager mean Donny stays? I think Donny's looking at it like probably now. If a new manager comes in, we don't even need to talk about before January. If a new manager is going to come in, it's going to happen within the next week or so. Let's face it, the next next couple of games if it isn't imminent like we think it is. It's going to happen soon. So I think Donny will have to, if a new manager comes in, I think that completely changes everything for Donny, because then you're sitting there thinking,
Sorry,
okay.
Flex, Romano's just tweeted. He's just said, Man United, first step has to be the final decision on Solskjaer by the board. Internal talks still ongoing over how to handle the crisis. Antonio Conte would be prepared to talk with Manchester United about the project as revealed today, but there's been still no official contact yet. So I guess the latest update is there's no update. Basically, is what
as you were.
Yeah.
And Romano is basically doing Romano things. He gets his stuff is from the other side, so he will know that Conte will be ready to take the call because he's involved in that side. He will know that no contact's been made from that side. But again, you know, I think you take that. That doesn't mean it's any more imminent than it was when we started this show an hour and a half ago. I think it's still the same. But he said, like you said, just to reiterate what Owen just said there, first step has to be final decision on Solskjaer by the board. So really, now it's about them saying, are we really ready to pull this plug? That is what is a fact. There is a real conversation going on at Old Trafford now to say, actually, we've just backed him in public. Now they're actually having a real conversation to say, is this really what we need to be continuing with? That's true. And once that's decided, then obviously contact will get made. So we'll have to wait and see. DJ heard it and he thought it was over. He thought he was going to announce it. DJ just went, nah, forget it. Do you know what I mean? He just thought, forget this.
I'm off.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So we know what it is. Internal talks still ongoing on how to handle the current crisis. Basically, they're having panic station meetings saying, what the fuck are we going to do here? What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? So there you go.
You know,
guys, what a show.
Someone said that DJ's actually Bradley said United Fan TV. DJ's actually Romano in disguise. Every time he disappears, there's a new tweet.
He's like Banksy.
Let me finish do these super chats. Mosa Bosa says, funny how people always call Ten Hag a younger manager and he's 51, older than Pep and Klopp, LOL. Yeah, do you know what? I suppose, okay, when you say that, I feel it's the emergence into doing something really good. That's probably what you mean. That's a good point, though. That's a good point. I didn't actually know it was 51. Sheldon says, Glazers were just outbid for an IPL team at 1.2 billion. Yeah, I see that. Then man, they got outpeased, bro. They was like, oh, we can't really afford that one. And yeah, I think we've covered everything, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and dropping all your comments and your views. It's happening. Something big is happening. I will be very surprised if this just goes back to final decision made. United still giving Ollie until Manchester City. I'll be very, very surprised. This has the feeling that it's over, but we'll have to see. We're going to keep an eye on it, as I'm sure you all will. It does feel like something is imminent, but I know as we go to close the play tonight, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So it's as you were. Check out KG's channel later on tonight. I'm pretty sure he'll be doing something over there. There you go. Big up to Owen as well, holding down the fort today, representing the channel today on Sky Sports News as well. That was incredible. Spoke really well. But we just wish it's not about, oh, it's amazing that we've done that. But I mean, it's more like we just wish that things were better. No, we don't want to come on there. No one wants to feel like this is shit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? I can't even think. What day is it today? Tuesday. Flex and KG show tomorrow. God knows what the news is going to be by then. I think we're doing that at a later time in the evening as well. Say that again.
I'm on set from 7 in the morning.
Yeah, KG's on set. So yeah, guys, take care. We'll see what's happening. Peace.